Hello. Hi, guys. Just wanted to go live on this Wednesday. I am going to be saving this live for playback to be on my channel, but I'm going to see if anyone is going to jump on. But if not, in about like a minute or so, I'm just going to go on with the video. So, yesterday, I actually did do a live test, and a few people jumped on. So hopefully that happens tonight. But I have my microphone on tonight. So as soon as you guys get in here, let me know, like thumbs up if it is okay with the audio. I wasn't sure if I should wear it or not. This is like my first official one, but yeah, I just wanted to jump on. So, like I said, I'm just going to see. Okay. I'm going to see if people are jumping on. So, I'm in Chicago. So, it is 6 p.m. Central here in Chicago. Still a lot of daylight out, which I'm loving. I'm so glad that we're finally getting some daylight. Hey, hi, Tamika. Can you hear me okay? I see a chat from Tamika, and I see at the top, I'm wondering if, because I'm still having to get used to this, I'm wondering if I can view. I see a 7 at the top. I'm assuming that's how many people are here. Okay, you can hear me just fine. Okay, so like I said, yesterday I hopped on because I did a test. YouTube was saying that you might have to get approval, but I went live and it worked just fine. So today I wanted to talk about my sewing why. So for me, I've been sewing for so long, but I really sew because I'm long. Like, I'm tall, and it is really hard for me to find clothing that fits me. And this go way back from when I was little. I remember my mom used to have such a hard time finding me things because I was so tall. And then as I grew, I actually was able to get like some women's clothing, but I was still really slim. So I've been interested in sewing since a child. And I actually ended up going to a vocational high school, and I was majored in fashion design and tailoring. So I learned the basics in high school. However, we we learned on like industrial sewing machines, so it was totally different than like my home sewing machine. So I feel like, yes, I did get some basics in high school, but I feel like I really started sewing for real, like back in 2011 when I picked it back up. But for me, I always wanted to sew because I could never go in the store and find things that was long enough for me or fit the way that I like. And then I just wanted to be unique. So I there's nothing better than going somewhere and no one has your outfit on. So that's my why. If you guys could put in the chat your why, I would love to know. Also, let me know where you guys are from. So again, I'm from Chicago, born and raised. I wanted to see where you guys are from. I see a lot of the same names like in comments in my videos, and I'm always wondering like where everyone is. In my YouTube analytics, it'll let me know like the US or if someone is someone else, but I'm always interested to know where people are from. So yeah, if you guys can just leave them in the comment section. But yeah, I wanted to jump on live tonight because I didn't have what I was working on Wednesday video, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna talk about what I'm working on. So I actually, while I'm waiting for some chats to come in about where you guys are from, I actually just finished this cardigan. So this is a cardigan. I believe this is no, this is a Simplicity cardigan, and it will be on the channel soon. I believe I'm gonna shoot it tomorrow and upload it probably Friday or Saturday. Okay, let me read the comments. So okay, Tamika has the opposite issue. She's short. And so yeah, my best friends, two of my best friends, I have two best friends. they're both really short, and so they have that issue as well. One is like really petite; she can wear like children's clothing, but yeah, they're always having to cut their clothing. I'm always having to extend mine. So, as for example, I have Kansas. Martika's in Kansas. Tamika, where are you from? Um, and I'm always having to add on like this cardigan. I had to add 3 inches to my sleeve in order for it to be long. So, okay, Tamika's from Maryland. Okay, yeah, I've always had the issue with length. But I have two, like I said, two little best friends, and y'all should have in high school. I was like, I was comfortable with my height, but I always used to scrunch down and scoot down. Like there's so many pictures of me with my best friends, like scrunched down in the pictures because I always felt like I stood out so much. And that's another reason why I was like, I want to sew too, because I already stand out because I'm tall. So when I walk in a room, they're like, oh, she's tall. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sew too and have on something unique as well. But yeah, let me see. Looking at you guys' comments. Okay, yeah. So yeah, for me, it was all about fit. Then again, like I said, I like to look different. And so I love like I don't mind like getting stuff from like your Zara's, your H&M's and stuff like that. But a lot of times, like the fast fashion stuff, like you see everybody in it. And I'm like, I don't want to look like everybody else. So I love sewing for that. But the length has always been an issue. Hey, I see somebody else. Diane from Rochester. I'm also short. Okay, so I got a bunch of shorties. Martika's a shorty too. I was just talking to her about a dress, and we're having the opposite issue. Hi, Cynthia, suburbs of Chicago, Bloomingdale. Okay, Cynthia, are you going to Chicago Frocktails? Southern New Mexico, Regina. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me. Again, this is like my official like first live because the other live was like a test that went through. Hey Talisha from Indiana. I know I'm seeing you at Chicago Frocktails. Have you started working on your outfit yet? Let me know. And Talisha, how was the weather there today? We actually are going to get to like 33 degrees tonight. Like it's supposed to be spring. Like what's going on? So yeah, but we are going to have some like high 70s on Saturday. So I'm glad about that. But yeah, I would love to know. Okay, she's still deciding. Okay, Talisha's still deciding on Chicago Frocktails. You guys, I'm kind of like getting off subject now, talking about my why, but yeah, that's cold. It's cold. Hi, I see some more jumping in here. So my Chicago Frocktails, I have it narrowed down to like 2 to 3 looks. I do have an inspiration, a blues singer, and there's a couple of dresses that I really love. However, they're like super like couture, like the way she used to have her dresses made she couldn't even sit down. So, and I mean, it looks so nice, but I want to be able to dance and stuff. Hey, Tony, she's from Connecticut, and yeah, she said one of the coldest states in the world. Yeah, I'm so over this cold weather. I'm like just so ready to have on sandals. I don't mind hot. Like my son, he's like the opposite. He doesn't really like the heat. Like he's good with fall weather, 60, 70. I want 85. Like I want hot because I love to wear like a good sundress and some sandals and I'm good to go. And then in the summertime, you could just throw on a little sundress and be gone. Your outfit's done, complete. But yeah, back to Frocktails, you guys. So I'm going to Chicago Frocktails. This will be my first time ever going. Have any of you guys ever gone to a oh, my son just jumped on guys talking about hey from NYC. He moved to New York on me. But yeah, I'm super happy he's there. But yeah, I am going to my first Frocktails and I'm really excited about it. Come down to Florida. You know what? My boyfriend actually wants to move to Florida. And I'm like, I don't know. But I'm not opposed to moving somewhere else like warm in like my retirement year. So Yes, yes, I love sundresses too, Talisha said. But yeah, I for Chicago Frocktails, which is in June, so the weather should be nicer, but we don't really get hot until like July. So I'm really thinking about like a couple of gowns that I want to wear. Okay, you went to South Florida Frocktails. I do also want to go to a Frocktail that's somewhere else. This is Talisha's first Frocktail as well. So I'm excited about it. Like just getting a taste of like the sewing community with the sorority retreat of like everybody coming together, like that has me so excited. Like that was so fun. Like I told the founders like Monica, Kiki, and Nikki, like I'm never not coming here. It is so fun. Okay, hey, from Suzette is from South Carolina. She's so because she's tall. Another tall, I'm so glad. And also to wear something nobody else has. Exactly. And she's going to Atlanta Frocktails in May. Okay, so are you already done? Because I believe Atlanta Frocktails is May 4th. Okay, Talisha loves California weather. Yes, I love California. Florida is really hot. Like me and my son went to Florida in August to Disney World, like long, long, long time ago, and it was so hot. Yes, it gets really, really hot in Florida. I love California as well. I would live in California, but it's so expensive. But yeah, I love California weather. So many sunny days. Really love it. So for Atlanta Frocktails, I believe their theme is like it's. I see a lot of people making floral things, and so that should be interesting. And I'm assuming theirs is like the biggest one. I've been seeing the most creators like sew things for Atlanta. So I think next year I'm gonna have to go to Atlanta Frocktails because everybody is at that one. But it seems like we're going to have a good turnout at Chicago. So I'm really excited about that. Again, it is in June 8th and 9th. Again, I have 2 to 3 dresses that I really think I'm going to make. And I already have patterns because I'll pick up, you guys, like I'm a pattern collector. So I have like some formal wear patterns that I'm like, one day I'll make. Okay, Flowers in the Garden is for ATL. I've been seeing so many floral dresses come together. So I have it narrowed down. So I'm trying to decide, you guys, if I want to do like a series on the channel leading up to Chicago Frocktails. Part of me is like, I don't know, I'm just going to have it be a surprise. But then another part of me is like, it really doesn't matter if you show it because it's probably not going to be like anybody else's. Like, that's the unique thing about us being able to sew. Like, we can make things unique to us. So I'm really thinking about taking you guys along the process with me as I make it. And I will be doing mock-ups and muslins. I've learned my lesson, y'all. I can't like wing it on a like formal gown. So I'm definitely thinking that I want to do a series. I don't know how involved I want it to be, but I definitely want to show what I'm thinking about making and then the process of making it. Yes, Martika said, go for it, just do it. Yeah, and then not only that, like, I mean, a lot of the people who watch my videos, they aren't even going to Chicago Frocktails. So it's like, it's no big deal. So I was thinking I would do it here on YouTube instead of like my stories, just because then that way I can like show more detail and my stories aren't like super long, which I do share a lot on my stories. But I'm like, you know what? I think for Chicago Frocktails, I'll have the whole month of May to be able to take my time, even though May is next week. But I want to start the process. So like take you guys to the fabric store with me, look for fabrics because again, I think like the 3 dresses that I think I want to do them exactly like the pictures that I found online. I just went on Pinterest. Okay, let me read. Chicago is the home of Fishman Fabrics. Yes, Tony Fishman. Y'all, like if y'all come to Chicago, if you go to Fishman Fabrics, and I love them, but that's not the place that I go to all the time because that's where you go for your higher end fabrics. They're a bit more expensive, but I've bought from them over the years. But my main fabric stores that I shop here in Chicago are New Rainbow Fabrics, and there's a warehouse on 21st Street near my job. I frequent those two the most because they're less expensive. But yeah, Fishman is really nice, and I'm probably going to have to source my Frocktails fabric from there because what I'm thinking I want to use is gonna be like a nicer fabric. Okay, sis, no, I won't be able to go to ATL. Suzette, you're not going to ATL, the floral garden theme. I would have loved that. And actually, you guys, one of the dresses that is my inspiration for Chicago Frocktails is a floral. And I'm like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm torn. And then you guys know how it is. Like, so it's we go to the fabric store and then now we didn't change our mind. Like I'll see some fabric and be like, yeah, that's over with. I'm not doing that anymore. I want to do this because the fabric speaks to us. So yeah. Okay, sis, I have some more inside the chat. Let me I believe everybody did. And then what's your why? Like why? Like how long have you been sewing? So again, if you didn't see in the beginning, I to sew initially in high school and then I picked it back up again in 2011. So the reason I picked it back up is because I was going through my old some old things and I found one of my projects from high school. It was like a denim two-piece set. I talked about it in my sewing story video that I uploaded like over a year ago. But you guys might not have saw it. But I found a two-piece that I made and I was like, I really want to sew again. And y'all, that day I went on Amazon and bought a sewing machine. I believe it was a Brother. It was like the most basic of sewing machines. And okay, let me see what Talisha said. I should have thought of purchasing my fabric when I was in Texas. Yes, because they had some deals on that fabric row in Dallas. Talisha's referring to the sorority retreat. We went on a fabric trip to Dallas row. And they did have some deals there. But yeah, I ended up finding that outfit and I was like, I'm going on Amazon and getting me a sewing machine. But I got a Brother. It wasn't, I don't even think it was computerized. It was like the most basic because I was like, you know what? I want to just start and see if I'm going to stick with it. And then I got that Brother. And then, so the machine that I sew on now, I'm going to move the camera a little bit, is the Singer Quantum Stylist. I love it, you guys. I've had it for a few years. It was a gift I got for Christmas like in 2017 or 2018. And I love it. I have a place locally who services it if it needs anything. And then my son just got me an overlock machine, a Singer, last year. So I've only had it for a year. But yeah, that's why I wanted to sew because I found that outfit and it sparked like a new like interest in me wanting to sew. And then of course, having to, making things that would fit me. Okay. So she said initially she started when she was 14 and restarted in 2015. I hate when I see people with the same outfit as me. Yes. And I'm tall, so I couldn't find a jumpsuit to fit. Exactly. I love a good jumpsuit, a romper. And for me, it was maxi skirts and maxi dresses because I want mine. And I know my mom talks about me. She's like, it's on the ground. I want my maxi skirts and maxi dresses to be on the ground, sweeping the ground. I just finished a dress and it's super long. I added like 6 extra inches because I wanted it to be long, especially too, if I want to wear heels, it's gotta be long. So even though I remember being young and when the 3/4 inch sleeves came out, I was like, oh, good, because that's how my sleeves are anyway. Like I would have to always push things up because they would never come long on me. So yeah, I love the fact that I can make things however long I want to go. Hi, Mimi. She just jumped in here. But yeah, you guys, again, thanks for jumping into my live. Again, this is my first official live on my channel. I think I'm going to do it every Wednesday now or every other Wednesday. But yeah, just a cool thing to do just to do like a sewing chat on the channel. But yeah, Mimi, where are you from? Since you just joined in, so we were all saying where we were from and why we started sewing. Okay, so Martika said, I need mine at the top of her feet. She said she's tripped too easy. So yeah, sometimes it can be like too much. And I'll just hold on because I don't know. Like I think about like I'll be thinking about like posing and taking a picture. Okay, Mimi's from Minnesota, so Minnesota, you still cold up there, right? Yeah, I'm so ready for this to be over with. Okay, Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, I was in Florida in November, but it was Orlando, and it was really nice. I was like, this is oh my gosh, like flew into Florida and was like, yeah, why? Like every winter, I'm like, why do I live here? But I love Chicago. I love my city. But every winter, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm like, why am I here? It's so cold. But yeah, okay, so we got. Hold on, let me see. Anybody? Okay. Tamika, you have a quantum as well. Yes, love it. I love it. There were at the Soaring Retreat, they were some FOF machines and they were really nice, but I'm like so used to my singer, like I don't see me moving on from it anytime soon. I was getting frustrated with my overlocker, but that was just literally like the learning curve of learning a new machine. So I'm fine with it now. But at first I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like I was telling my son, like, thank you, but like, I don't know. Like it was like it was giving me the flux with the threading. So I had black thread on it forever. I finally switched to like a light thread, but I'm like dreading doing it again. Okay, so Helen is from Seattle. She started sewing in 8th grade. Always make a mock up first. I've been so bad with that, but I'm doing it now. Mimi said this winter was not as bad. It wasn't as bad, but it's just like once it gets like April, I'm like, okay, let's go to the warm weather. But yeah, actually, our winter here in Chicago wasn't that bad either. Okay, Tamika's been sewing since the beginning of the pandemic. Awesome. Yeah, and I've been seeing so many people pick up someone, and I'm so that like gets me so excited. And I have people like in my life, like coworkers and stuff. They're like, "Oh, I wish I could sew," and I'm like, you can." Like, it's. I mean, I'm not saying it's super easy. Some things can be super easy, but like I feel like anybody can do it. Like you can do anything that you put your mind to. You could take the time. There will be some frustrating moments. You'll mess things up, but you can't be afraid to be a beginner. Like you you can't you can't be afraid to be a beginner. So for me, it's my happy space. Like there's still things that I haven't done that I want to do, that I'm going to continue to press on to do. But like I love sewing, I love creating. I can't see not creating. Like I'm going to be sewing until I can't sew anymore. Like when I have grandchildren, hopefully they'll be interested and I'll pass it along to them. Okay, Mimi started sewing in 2019. Awesome. Do you guys, I have a question for you all. Everybody that's still in the chat, do you guys sew for other people or are you selfish sewers? I'm pretty much like a selfish sewer. I have started making things for my boyfriend's daughter. Um, but it's easy because she's like little. She's like about to be 12 Saturday. And so I will make things for my best friend from time to time, but like for the most part, I just sew for myself. Okay. Catherine is new to my channel. She's been sewing since 16. She's in Fort Worth, Texas. You inspired me to get back on my sewing machine. Oh my God, that's so cool. Okay, she said, oh, she sold once for someone and never doing it again. No. Okay, sometimes repairs. Hey, Zazie K. Okay, she forgot. Okay, Marcika said no. Selfish sewer. Yes. Y'all, I'm a selfish sewer. Okay, Talisha said only for her children occasionally, but not for hire. No. Okay, so we a bunch of selfish sewers in here. Y'all, like I said, I've started to make a few things for my boyfriend's daughter. Like I think I'm gonna try to whip her up something tonight or tomorrow because her birthday is Saturday and I want to make her something. But y'all, like I don't know. Like it takes like the joy out of it for me, and then I'm low key like a perfectionist. So like if it's not perfect, I don't want to give it to him. Or sometimes I've had it where I made something from one of my friends, and I'm like, I want to have it. I'm like, I want to keep it for myself. Like. Okay, Catherine says she used to, but people are picky. Yes, they're picky. And y'all, they be trying to nickel and dime you too. Like, I'm like, no, like it'll like literally it'll have to be worth it for me to do because first of all, you want to just give me a picture, like sorry, I'm about to go on a tangent. You want to give me a picture from a site and the dress is $1,000, but you want me to do it for you for $150. Like, no, make it make sense. Yes, they want brand names, but with for cheap. Yeah, family only, but mainly selfish sewers. Yes, okay. Martika may sew gifts, but no, that's her choice. Yes. So yeah, no, I don't like that. I'm like, okay, so just go to the website and get it from them. Like, yes, Talisha, it takes the joy out of it. I need to keep my masterpieces. Yes. Girl, I done done that so many times where I'm like, man, like it'll be something I've made for myself. And one of my friends will be like, oh, can you make me that in red? And I make it for them in red. I'm like, no, I want it red. Yes. And I'm like, now I want to keep it for myself. Yes. Okay, Zazie. I need the joy in my sewing, not the pressure. Yeah. I found out years ago because when I first started sewing, I was sharing my stuff on like Facebook to, friends and family, not even really on Instagram. And people were like, oh, you should get a boutique. You should do a boutique or something. You should sell some things. So I opened up an Etsy shop, y'all. And it was cool at first, but then like it was too much and like shipping stuff and then like everything was working out. I had like good ratings, no complaints, like nobody ever returned anything, but like I felt so much pressure. And I remember one month I got like a bunch of orders and like I closed the shop. I finished those orders and then I put the shop on vacation. I was like, no, I couldn't. Okay, mainly for herself. She had sewn for someone. Okay. Yeah, y'all. Like I felt so much pressure. Like I'm like, I don't like this. I'm like, I'm not about to do it. So like I talked to my boyfriend about it because he's like, well, you can still do something and maybe only do a few things. So like if I ever did anything again, it'll be like this is what it is. I'm selling these three things with these sizes, and that's it. Like it would not be no custom order. It'll be so basic to where like you like it or you don't like it, and here it is. Like, and I really don't even see that because if I did that, say for instance, I decide to do that. Now I'm gonna have to spend my time doing that, and now I'm not gonna get to sew for myself. Like, no. Okay, so Mimi said she tried to sew for family, but had too much of a headache. Yeah. So now I just sew for myself and for my son. Yes. Y'all, it's just too much. Like, I can't take the pressure. Like, I mean, I could, but like, to me, it's not worth it. I would rather keep my bliss and sew things as I want. So, but yeah. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me today. Again, I think I'm going to be doing lives on Wednesday. 6 is good for me. I work early mornings, so I get off pretty early. But I was like, you know what? I think 6 will be a good time. People will be home. And then when I checked like my YouTube stuff, it was saying like most of my subscribers are on YouTube around this time. So I'm thinking 6 is good. And I'll do like I said, if I don't do every Wednesday, I'll do every other Wednesday. But I mean, maybe I'll be sewing sometimes, but I don't know. I think I'll just use it like as just a chat with you guys, see what you guys are up to, talk about what I'm sewing at the time. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and thanks Martika for jumping on and encouraging me. She told me like, yeah, just jump on and chat. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So I'm glad that I did. And I appreciate all of you guys jumping on and also, watching my channel. Like I have so much positive feedback on my channel and it's just so cool because for years I've been sewing and I will share things like on my Facebook, but it's different, when you're sharing things and it's just like friends and family. And they're like, oh yeah, that's nice. But like, I don't know, they're just not as into it as us sewers are. And then I just love like seeing what you guys are making and just sharing the things that I'm doing. So yeah, I started uploading to YouTube because it was just like an outlet for me to share the stuff that I was doing because I was doing it anyway. So I'm like, hey, let me put it on YouTube And then people who are also interested would seek it out and it won't be like a bother. Because I sometimes used to feel like on Facebook and stuff, it would kind of be like a bother or like people really weren't interested in it. But I know if you guys click on my YouTube video, you wanted to see it. Okay, so Suzette said, do you get the pattern first or do you let the fabric speak to you? I be on vibes. Like I'll be in the fabric store like, I love this fabric. I don't know what it's gonna be. And I always say I gotta get better with that because then I'm like, just got all this fabric and no plans for real. And then, but y'all, like, guilty confession, like, it's rough because when I make plans, like, I'll be excited about them in the moment and then I change my mind. Like, I change my mind. And so it's really rough. I actually was talking to Martika about this and I said, I got to stop saying what's coming next on the channel or what I'm doing next because y'all, I be changing my mind. And then I'm like, oh gosh, I done told them. I didn't told them I'm about to sew this or do this, and now I don't want to do it no more. Or prime example, you guys, the Make 9 challenge. So I tried it in 2022, failed. Well, it wasn't as successful. I don't want to put a negative spin on it. I only did like 3 out of the 9 things. So in 2023, I was like, I'm not doing it. I decided to do it again in 2024, and I'm just coming to the realization of when I put like exact things out, like I don't like, it's almost like I don't want to be told like, oh, that's what you're gonna do because you said you're gonna do it. Like now I'm like, I don't want to do it. Like it's so weird. Like now I don't even want to do that stuff that I put on my Make 9 board. Like it's nothing wrong with it, but it's like now I don't want to do that no more. And so I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I'm going to follow through. Y'all, I don't want to follow through like on half of the things that I picked on there. So yeah. Okay. Y'all cracking up. I know. Tamika says she's so indecisive too. Yes, I changed my mind in the blink of an eye. Have you used the Ditto yet? Y'all, no. But I am going to open it up and like play with it this weekend. Because you know why? I haven't because I have a feeling that it's going to take over. I have a feeling that once I open the Ditto, then now I'm going to push all the other plans that I want to do to the side because now I'm trying to explore this new thing that I have. So I was super excited about winning it initially, and I still am. It's a blessing. I'm so glad that I have it. And it's so cool to be able to put your measurements in and have it, you know, you could cut out the pattern. But I know that like it's going to take like my full attention. And I don't want to just dibble and dabble. I want to like go full in. So until like I'm done with a few other things that I want to do, I'm going to like not go all in on a Ditto right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, Amani, you laughing at me. Yeah, y'all. I'm so indecisive. So yeah, I'm not gonna just totally abandon the Make 9, but like I'm gonna be realistic with myself and I'm gonna go through everything that I picked out and then pick the realistic makes that I'm gonna make because I know now like there's a couple that I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing them. I would rather do something else. So it's gonna be an amended one, but I do think I'll do more than 3 from when I didn't do it in 2022. But yeah, I think next year I'm not gonna do that. And it's so weird because it's not like I'm not sewing. I'm sewing things. That year that I did the Make 9, like I made like 60 garments. Didn't make the 9 on there. So it's not that. It's just like once I made the plans, I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. So I guess I could do a more generic one. Like I've seen some people do like pants, romper, shirt, instead of doing so specific with the pattern numbers and stuff. I guess I could do that, but no. So I'm just going to circle back to what the question. Yes, I be on vibes. I see some fabric and say, oh, I like that fabric. I'm going to get this because it's pretty. Like I don't have no fabric in mind. And so I got in trouble with a lot of my fabrics that I have now because I don't even have enough yardage to do things. So again, I was telling Martika, like I'm going to have to do a bunch of like camisoles and just different things that are like small yardage makes to be able to use up my stash. But going forward, I have to get like 3 to 4 yards of fabric because I'm running into issue of like not having enough to make things. So, but yeah. But yeah, you guys, I've been on here for almost 35 minutes. I can't believe it's been this long. I feel like I'm holding y'all up. I don't want to hold y'all up. But plus I want to finish a make. I'm almost done with. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Girl, because I'm over here remaking a dress for an event that's Saturday. Yes, because I'm no longer excited about the fabric. Yes. Okay, Zazie said I kept my make 9 categories. Yeah, so oh my gosh, yeah. But it's only April. Yes, it's only April, and I can still get to them, but it's just like my mindset is not there. So, what you feel? Martika says she's changing a couple of things on hers. Yes, yeah, and again, back to joy. It has to be a joyous thing for me. If I'm feeling like I'm doing something just out of obligation, that's not going to be fun for me and I'm not going to want to do it. So, but yeah, so I'm going to jump off of here because I do want to finish a dress. You guys will be seeing that really soon. I'm almost done. Hello, Alethea. You just jumped on. Okay. I'm going to save this so you guys will be able to watch it. But thanks again to everyone who jumped in. I am going to be going live again next Wednesday and I'll pick a topic, but it'll probably turn into like how it turned into tonight where we are just chatting. I love that you guys jumped on and are participating with me. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And this, I'm going to shoot this tomorrow and it'll be coming soon to the channel. And then I have another video coming this weekend. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye. I know how to turn it off now too.